Good morning. I am dressed for today, but I do not have on my makeup yet. I've just got my teeth whitened, brushed, and I've got my towel on my face, and I'm washed my face. I didn't take a bath this morning because I took one last night, and I thought I didn't need it. Is anybody up yet? Kim, you're up, aren't you, darling? And Melissa's up. I don't have on my makeup today, y'all, because I hadn't put it on yet. But I'm ready to. I've got my face washed and greased with my towel, and I'm going to go ahead and put my breakfast on. And then, while it's cooking, I will make my face up for today. And get these little, as George calls them, these little brown marbles. I'll get them decorated up a little bit. I've got me 2 boiled eggs in here. And what we're going to do today is I kind of want a potato for breakfast. Instead of grits or anything like that, I've got me 2 potatoes that I've washed. I am not going to peel them. I'm going to put them on this pan right here. I've got my oven set, preheat on 400 degrees. So all I'm going to do is cut this, and I'm going to cut it in kind of small cubes. And we're going to do roasted potatoes for breakfast to go with our egg. I want them to cook fast, so I'm cutting them small. Can y'all see? Excuse me. I slept extra good last night. I've been up, though, a long time, since about 4. And so now I'm getting hungry because it's, 6 o'clock? Y'all getting ready for work and that kind of thing. I'm going to, while I'm roasting these potatoes, it won't take long because I'm cutting them small. I'm cutting them in little cubes, as you can see. Hey, Maria from New Jersey. It's kind of cold up in there now, isn't it? Aren't y'all having a cold spell? Or that's what I heard that y'all were. It feels great. I went out yesterday and piddled in my yard barefoot, and I thought to myself, you know what? We may not get to go too many more months barefooted. We might have to put our shoes back on, haven't we? I remember in the summertime, Mother, when school was out, she wouldn't let us go barefooted until school was out. And when it got out, I remember how good that clover and the grass felt to your feet. It was so cool and nice. Felt so good. And I loved it. Listen, somebody wrote in yesterday, and they wanted to know how to get the coffee table book that I've just sent off to print. And remember, I don't sell anything on Amazon. So if you see something on Amazon that's got my name on it, that's a scammer. It's not me. So I don't sell my books on Amazon. I don't sell anything on Amazon. So I'm just telling you that for your information. The name of my coffee table book is The Southern Mirror. And yes, I know I don't have on my makeup yet, and I know I look bad, but I'll be looking better in just a few minutes once I eat my breakfast, Bonnie. Once I eat my breakfast. Anyway, here's how you get my book. You go to BrendaGanttBook.com. When you get there, you're going to be at my publisher's site, and that's Hoffman Media. That's going to take you straight to Hoffman Media. And you just order. You can order my cookbooks there. You can order my coffee table book there. And y'all, they're going to make really great Christmas gifts. Because, all right, our eggs are boiling. I'm going to turn them down just a little bit. Because they're beautiful. It's big. It's got 230-something pages in it. It's a big coffee table book. I've got stories and devotions and paintings and my house and advice, and I've got a thing on rooting plants and collecting and all kinds of stuff. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And so will the ones you buy it for. They're going to love it too. Here's Tammy Hartley this morning. Where are you from, Tammy? Oh, what are y'all having for breakfast? That's what I need to know. What are y'all having? I'm having boiled eggs. I'm having cubed potatoes that I'm fixing to do up. I'm having a whole onion on it. So I'm going to have cubed potatoes, boiled eggs, and a onion. And I'll show you how to do this. I cut my onion kind of small so it'll cook like the potatoes. Alright? And here's what you do. Let me separate it. Alright, now then, I'm going to take some olive oil and I am going to toss my potatoes and my onions in the olive oil, and I'm going to put it in the oven on 400 degrees. I'm going to put some spices on it, but let me get the olive oil on it first. You want to probably put maybe 3 tablespoons or something like that. You want enough to coat it good. I'm going to put, now I'm going to do like this and toss it a little bit first so that my salt and pepper will stick to it. There we go. Now we're going to salt it. And we are going to pepper it. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic on mine. Garlic powder. That looks like about a teaspoon, something like that. Toss it again so everybody gets coated. And spread it out on your pan. Spread it out a little bit like that. All right, let's pop it in the oven. We got it preheated to 400. We got our eggs boiling right here. We're going to eat 2 eggs this morning. Anyway, I would love for you to pre-order my coffee table book, The Southern Mirror, and you will not be disappointed. I worked really hard on it. Let me get my hands washed off. And for those of you who didn't see the bouquet I made, I guess it was yesterday or the day before, let me show you this. And you go to BrendaGanttBook.com anyway, and that's going to put you at Hoffman Media to get it. All right, here's what I want to talk to you about. I've talked to you about lifting your spirits. I've talked to you about bouquets. And some of you think that you've got to go buy a bouquet to lift your spirit. Well, that's not so. Let me show you something. I went out in my yard and I picked a branch or 2 of different things. That's a piece of ivy that I had out there. That's a piece of a fern. This is a chrysanthemum plant. I did one thing of that. This is that hen and biddy that y'all know I have. There's a piece of rosemary. This is a shrubbery. I can't think of the name of it, but I've got a little shrub of that. Here's one of my potted plants. I call it a split leaf philodendron, but somebody wrote in yesterday and told me what it really was, and I'd never heard that before, but that's fine. And this is a caladium. And so I put this over here in my kitchen window. And when I look at it, oh, and this is a piece of just a tree. That's a cedar tree right there. I've got all kinds of greenery in it, but I didn't have to have but one thing. Come over here, let me show you something in my kitchen window. All right, first of all, I'm going to put this back where I had it, which was right here, sitting on this piece of glass that I don't even know what that is, but it holds it well. I did this. That's a canna. Canon, I guess you'd say. Let me find it. Now, I don't know where I am. Let's see, right there. There it is. Right here. Let me find my hand. Then, oh, there it is. Okay. I just put one in a jug. Y'all, I am telling you, when you put you a little greenery, just get you an old jar, just a pill bottle, whatever, and put you just a little bit of greenery in your house. You are going to be surprised how good that makes you feel, just to look at something alive. And you know, from everything I read, we need plants in our house, and I love plants, so I don't have a problem with it. I love them, and I love the real deal, in other words. I need to wipe these off. I got olive oil on them, but I'll do that later. All right, now here's what I'm going to do too. I've got a few leftover biscuits, so I'm not going to eat but one biscuit today, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it in two, like this. I'm just going to sit this directly on the, like that. I sliced it in two, my biscuit. And I'm going to put just a little bit of pat of butter on it. I'm not going to eat any jelly today. So for breakfast, I'll have 2 eggs, 2 potatoes, 1 onion, and a biscuit. That's what I'm going to eat for breakfast. That'll keep me going now till lunch. I've already had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm not going to drink any more coffee. I'm going to put a pat of butter on that one. And these are real thin pats, too. I'll show you. I might better put them in a little skillet. They might fall off. There's so little between that thing. I'll just put them in this little thing. I've got some more left over, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this in the oven. I probably don't need to put it in right now, but I am because I want it kind of crispy. All right, so let's talk. What you want to talk about? Tell me. What do y'all want to know? But I do love plants, and they're beautiful, and I don't care if it's a piece of a tree or if it's a piece of your shrubbery. Get you an old jar today, or bottle. I like bottles, as you well know. And put you one thing in it. Go outside and cut it. And put it in your little kitchen window. If you got little bitty legs, that's okay. You got room for a little bottle. And put you something in your kitchen window. Now, Hannah, she's got, my daughter, she's got a bouquet of feathers in her kitchen window. Not many, but some. And she's got this bird, whatnot. Y'all know what a whatnot is? It shows little things your granny used to sit all in the house. Little whatnots. Y'all know what? Have you ever heard of whatnot? That's what it is. Little bitty figurines and little bells and little things. She's got a little whatnot bird that's hollow on the inside like that head base thing. So in that, she's got some of her chicken feathers that she collects when she goes out there to feed the chickens. Sometimes they lose their feathers, and she's got them sticking in that whatnot in her kitchen window. And she's also got a little bouquet in there. And every time I go over there, the bouquet's different. In other words, she picks a plant or two or a flower or something and puts it in a little whatnot up on her window. She doesn't have as big a ledge as I do. And then when it goes bad, she throws it out and gets her something else outside. Now, Anna, my daughter-in-law, she roots plants in her window. That's what she does. She's got a little tiny window ledge also, like Hannah does. Hers is even a little smaller than Hannah's. And she's got little plants in there that she's rooting. And every time I go, I check her plants in her window and see if they need a little water. And sometimes they do. And so I put water in it. Now, I don't know how your window ledge is, here's the story on mine, and there's my window over there. It's big. That used to be a tiny little window. It was about, like those little bitty kitchen windows. I mean, they were little. Well, George and I, for you new followers, I told him, I said, I stay at this kitchen sink all the time. I'm either washing dishes, cleaning vegetables, doing something all the time. And I want you to I want a big window with like a picture window where I've got space out there to put plants. And he said, baby, we'll have to knock out that brick wall to get that. I said, I know, so start knocking. So he got a builder over here, and I had to give up some cabinets. In other words, that cabinet you see right there, let me get my finger right there, that was a double cabinet. In other words, it was that one and then one over here. So we just cut that cabinet off. And then over here, that cabinet right there was a double. It came out this way. It had a double cabinet. And he said, you're going to lose 2 cabinets. I said, I know, and that's okay. I'll get rid of some dishes. So I only have, that cabinet over there holds my glasses, tea glasses. And this cabinet over here on this side, I've got bowls and plates and little salad plates, that kind of stuff, and my pills that I take, my vitamins. And so they knocked those out, and then I had that picture window right there built in, and a light put on it up there, right there. There's the light. And that bottom part right there is big. I mean, it goes out far. These windows cannot be raised. They're just solid glass. But I love them, and I can stand at that sink, and I can see the rain. I can see my backyard, the flowers, the leaves falling. I can see all that when I'm in the house. And so I like it like that. I don't have a lot of curtains and things. Like right here, there are no curtains on those 2 windows right there. It's just, I'm just looking out the door. I mean, out the window. And the reason I've got it like that is because that's how I like it. I like it where I can see outside, and well, of course you can't see for sure now. And the plants outside and that sort of thing. This is what I like and I thrive on. Because I love the outside. So when I can't be out there, I can look out the window. So for those of you who are just coming in, which I see is a bunch of you, I'm cooking breakfast. I've got 2 boiled eggs that I'm boiling 2 eggs. And in the oven, on 400 degrees, I've cut up 2 potatoes. They were small. They weren't that big. Peeling and all. Cut them in small cubes and a whole onion. Tossed it in olive oil and spices, garlic, and I roasted them. And that's what I'm going to have for breakfast. I've also got 1 leftover biscuit in there with some butter on top of it. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. And it's going to take a while to cook this, so I don't need to keep y'all with me because this is alive, and I know you hadn't got time to stay on here all morning. Some of y'all are fixed to go to work. Doesn't it bother you at night with the windows are open like that? No, it doesn't bother me at night. It does not bother me at night. I'm far away from the road. Even if they saw movement in here, they wouldn't see anything. So I don't worry about that. I don't worry about it. Good morning from Arkansas, and here's Glenda Day. Love your bay window. I do too, darling. I love that bay window. It is something else. And I don't have on my makeup today. All I've done is wash my face and grease it good after I did that. Put on a little eye drops. My eyes were kind of red this morning. And I fixed to go fix my face as soon as I eat breakfast. And that's what I'm going to do. But I want to encourage you today to bring something from the outside inside. Some of you have never done that. You've never done it. Get you an old bottle or a Coke bottle or a Pepsi bottle or a pill bottle or a milk jug or something, and bring some shrubbery or a piece of a cedar tree or a pine tree, put some water in it and bring it inside. And I want to encourage you to do that because I know it will make you feel better. It makes you feel better to be around nature, and nature is so good for you. I think some of us get stuck in our house. They've got blinds over their windows and curtains over their windows, and it's dark in there. No wonder some people are depressed. If you were depressed, get outside, talk to the Lord, look at His nature, look up in the sky, get you some sunshine, and look at the grass. Look at the blades of grass. Look at the insects that you see. I mean, our spirits are one with the Lord if we know the Lord. And when we look at His nature and all the things He's created, it helps. It helps sometimes when we're going through a hard time, or we're sick, or we've got relatives that are sick, or we're just stressed out because of all the highways and the byways and the red lights and the tall buildings and the asphalt, the street lights and the hoodlums running around and all this kind of stuff. We've got to get away from it. We've got to get in the country, in God's country. And that could be just in your backyard in a lawn chair with your feet rubbing them around in the grass. That could be just that, and it'll make you feel better. I'm telling you, it'll make you feel better. I'm going to go. I'm going to stir I'll take this out and stir it while some of y'all that are just coming in can kind of see what it looks like. Let me do that. My eggs are about ready. Here's our potatoes and onions. I've got 2 small potatoes and 1 onion. And I'm going to flip them now. And I put maybe 3 tablespoons of olive oil on it. I didn't measure. Salt and pepper. And I've got it on 400 degrees. I've got my 2 boiled eggs. And this is going to be my breakfast. And my biscuits not quite ready. I can look at those and tell too. I guess y'all know how to do let me show you this. Let's get over here and we'll do our eggs. I need to go ahead and peel those, so I'll do this. And let me put y'all want to sit in the window? You want to sit in the window? All right. Let's turn this light off. It's putting a glare on y'all. You can't even see. All right, so here's how I do my boiled eggs. I take this water and I pour it out. I immediately put cold water over it. Like that. Pour that out. Put some more cold water. Let me get down where y'all can see me. I know you want to see me because I got on all this pretty makeup today, haven't I? I want to cool my eggs off quickly. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Now, while the pan is empty, I like to toss my eggs around a little. I like them cracked all over. I get them out, and I am going to crack them literally all over. I'm not cracking one end or the other end. I'm just putting little cracks all in it. Then I fill my pan back up with water. And I will show you why. There is a membrane under those eggs. And fresh eggs are hard to peel. But these aren't fresh. I've had them probably for a week. And when you're peeling them, take your thumb and wiggle around like this. And then get under that membrane and look at that. All right, that's done. And when it won't come off, stick it back in the water. That works like a lubricant to get your egg peeled. That's completely peeled. There's the peeling. And the water works like a lubricant to help you. So when you're doing this, stick it back in the water if you need to. And get up under that membrane. Once you've done that, Stick it back in your water. That water, just peel it right off. And so there are my 2 eggs. I'm going to rinse them off a little in case there's a shell left. And they're ready to cut and eat. And I'm going to do that when my other stuff's ready this morning. Have a wonderful day. Get outside. Cut you a little branch or something. Bring it in. Sit outside today in the cool. I think it's going to be cooler today. Grab you up a lawn chair and just sit out there and relax and talk to the Lord. And maybe you want to take your Bible outside today instead of reading it at your regular place that you do. Go do something different. Get out there. Take your pen with you so you can underline something if you need to. I like to use a ballpoint instead of an ink pen because the ink pen on my pages of my Bible sinks through to the other side. So I like something a little harder to underline with, and that'll be a good thing. Are you something? Let me read these questions here. Good morning from Fort Myers, Florida. That was Alina. That's a pretty name. There's Phyllis Taylor. How's the very best blessed day? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's Latricia. Latricia Williams is watching this morning, and Shelly is watching. I put a few eggs in ice water for a few moments. Yes, that's good too, because get them cold quickly. That helps. Love you, Miss Brenda. Take care. I will, Paulette. I'll do that. I went out yesterday with my lunch bunch. We ate out yesterday and had a really good time. We went to a catfish place, and I ordered shrimp, though, that day because I had catfish, this last week. Are y'all following me on Cooking with Brenda Gantt? Well, let me say this. I was on Facebook this morning, and I saw 3 or 4 fake stations. It had my video on there, all right, but if you look up at the top, it has somebody else's name. It isn't mine. It's not my name. Go to Cooking with Brenda Gantt on Facebook, and you will see, it'll say Cooking with Brenda Gantt. That's all it says. If it says anything else, it is not mine. And it's got a little blue check mark, and it's got 4 million people following it. So if it's more or less than 4 million, then it's not me. And then my YouTube used to say that. Dime a dozen. Oh, and thank y'all for writing in the other day on pilfering. I didn't know it was petty theft. So you taught me something. I learned so much from y'all. You're wonderful. Have a great day. I'm going to stir my breakfast again, and I fix to eat these 2 eggs and those 2 potatoes and that onion for my breakfast. No meat today. This will be my protein right here. Love y'all, and have a great day. And don't forget to order my coffee table book today. Do it today. The Southern Mirror. You go to BrendaGanttBook.com, or you can dial 833-839-6871 and tell them you want a book. Love y'all. Bye-bye.